About 95% of new and beginning investors fail and give up before they even really get started. And this video will enable you to become part of the 5% who actually do take action and experience success. My name's Stephen Warnock. I'm an investor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a community influencer, personal mentor, and coach to other dreamers and doers like yourself. And I remember what it was like to get started. It was daunting. Where to begin, how to begin, avoid the obstacles. So let's get into it. The first major obstacle is a lack of knowledge. There's a lot of guru experts out there, a lot of advice, a lot of internet advice these days, YouTube University, and it becomes challenging to sift through the good and the bad at times, right? And you can learn a lot out there. The second major obstacle real estate investors face is a lack of time. Most people are working to replace their jobs, so they want to replace their job with real estate, and it takes time to do it. Time that a lot of people just don't have and fail to take any action. And the third obstacle is the lack of money, lack of good credit. And often this deters new investors because it connects back to the lack of education. It is possible to complete a real estate transaction without any money or credit of your own, but you'll need to bring some resources to the table. And the last major obstacle for 95% of all new real estate investors is the lack of relationships. Doesn't matter how much you know, how much time you have, or how much money you have, if you don't have the right people, if you don't know the right people, it becomes very challenging to press forward. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, I'm looking for a mentor or an experienced investor to follow. Not everyone grows up in that environment where they know the right people. So this prevents a lot of new investors from even moving forward. When you look at obstacles 1 through 4, this is what stops 95% of all new and beginning real estate investors. And I just ask why? Well, each of these obstacles create massive fear. And so overcome fear, and you can overcome every investor obstacle. So it all boils down to fear. So first, where does fear come from? It comes from a lack of knowledge, a lack of experience, being unaware of red flags, things to stay away from, and that makes rookie mistakes. And then just you don't know what you don't know. Okay, all of these things create fear. So what are some action steps that you might be able to take? Well, first, you got to invest in the right type of education. Follow a seasoned investor. Avoid rookie mistakes by having a JV partner, and become aware of what you know and what you don't know. So let's dive a little deeper. How to invest in the right type of education. So what am I talking about? Well, we have 2 types of education systems: an academic education in the classroom, in school, the traditional school, and then we have financial education, financial literacy, investing education, business education, stuff that you can go out and find on your own that isn't necessarily taught in schools. Jim Rohn, he says, if you want to double your income, you'll need to triple your investment in yourself. So consider that. How much have you invested in college tuition, traditional school costs, versus the reward at the end of that? Something to think about. So is it realistic to expect a $30,000 profit or more from a fix and flip without investing in some type of fix and flip course, book, seminar, etc.? That's for you to decide. But here's some words of caution. Not all real estate investing courses are made equal. So you got to be aware of that. Some companies will actually charge in excess of $50,000 or more for classes and instruction. And they do an amazing job at selling you on the information, get you hyped up and pumped. And you can do this stuff, and they really get you excited that you can do it. You can go out after a weekend and start fixing and flipping properties. But what happens is it lacks mentorship, it lacks mastermind, it lacks community support. And if you're lucky, you'll get a 1-800 number. Okay. Number 2, how to follow a seasoned investor. Well, you can attend meetups, make your pitch to anyone who will listen long enough. Real estate, you got to remember, is a contact sport, not a contract sport. So it is all about relationships. So consider joining a mastermind network. And sometimes there's a fee required, but that's an investment. That's an investment in your future. That's an investment in building your fortune. Words of caution though. So not all meetups and real estate investing associations have you and your needs in their best interest. So you have to know that your goals are not necessarily the priority for their meetup or their association. So spend time looking for the right group. Spend time looking for the right network. Number 3, avoid rookie mistakes by having a JV partner. Guys, this is so important. Partner with someone on your first several deals to mitigate the risk, to lower the amount of mistakes that you have, because you're going to reduce these risks with a partner by bouncing ideas and problems off of each other. Okay, between the 2 or 3 of you, you'll have a good idea of where to go and how to approach the deal. You can find a partner in your mastermind network. All right, but words of caution, just because you find a partner who's in your group or network, it doesn't mean they will be honest. So perform thorough due diligence. Make sure you run all terms, all partnership agreements, all operating agreements through a real estate attorney. Just protect yourself. It's worth every penny. All right, number 4, become aware of what you know and what you don't know. This is easy, guys. Be humble, be coachable, be teachable, be trainable, and listen and observe more than you actually do in talking. Just soak up everything that you can from observing, listening, and watching, and let time foster your education, your experience, your awareness, and your relationships. Remember, this real estate is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a get-rich-quicker system that is duplicatable and repeatable. And you can do it. So look at what happens when you overcome fear. If you get educated, you gain the knowledge, but you still have to apply the knowledge. Okay? You join a network and you can leverage that network, allowing you to leverage other people's time if you don't have the time. You can partner up on deals because of this network, offering you money, offering you credit of other people's money and credit, or vice versa. And then you can follow seasoned investors and build those relationships by joining a network that can also provide access to educational opportunities. So overcome fear, and you can overcome any of the obstacles. But is there a solution for all of this? So if you're a new real estate investor or a beginning real estate investor looking for ways to learn from seasoned investors how to find properties at 35 to 55 cents on the dollar and earn $1,000 to $10,000 a month while you learn from these investors how to become a successful real estate investor yourself, surrounded by the support and mentorship of a nationwide community, what we'd like to do is empower you with an action plan, empower you with a way to get you successful in your next deal. I look forward to helping you in any way that I can. To your guys' success, I will see you in a future video.